everybody, thank you so much for clicking on my video to watch. For today's video, I'm showing you guys how to create the classic model look. I see a lot of models wear this kind of look in particular. It really varies with color sometimes. Sometimes it's more pinky and rosy. Sometimes it's more bronzy, a little bit more makeup. So I kind of went with a more bronzy look today. Before we hop on into it, please don't forget to subscribe. Click that little bell beside the subscribe button. That way you guys get notified every time I upload a new video. Also be sure to like this video if you enjoy it. And if you'd like to know how I got this look, then please just keep watching. So models typically have that nice healthy glow to their skin, so we're going to start off with some skincare. I'm going to go in with this mask first. It is the Elemis Superfood Vital Veggie Mask, and it's supposed to be pretty brightening. Okay, this mask is meant to be on for 10 minutes, so I'm going to leave it on for 10 minutes and then wipe it off with a damp cloth. Okay, moving on with the skincare, I'm going to go in with a couple more. These are Biotherm's Life Plankton products. So this is the serum and this is the eye cream. I'm going to use them both. Do a couple of pumps and then blend it into my skin. And then I'll skip out on the moisturizer because the primer I'm going to use is pretty thick. I have been using this glassy skin balm from Touch in Sol. I got it in my BoxyCharm and it's amazing. I've been loving it. It just really hydrates my skin and makes it really glow. So it's going to be perfect for the look I'm trying to achieve today. Before I do the rest of my skin, I'm going to move on to my eyebrows really quick because I usually like to do my eyebrows first. So typically the model brow is usually brushed upwards. It's kind of like the bushy brow look and they're not really filled in that much, so I'm just going to fill them in a little bit. And the eyebrow pencil I'm using is the CoverGirl eyebrow pencil in the shade Rich Brown. This is the eyebrow pencil I use every single day. So I'll just lightly fill in the sparse areas and keep my brow looking as natural as possible. This is what I use to lock my eyebrows into place. This is the Got to Be Glued Spiking Gel. It's a men's hair care product, but keeps the eyebrows in place. So I just put a little bit on a spoolie. This is one of my older eyebrow pencils that I already used up, and I just brush up my brows and it just locks them right into place. To keep the skin nice and glowy, I'm going to go in with a liquid highlighter for underneath my foundation. This one's from Anastasia. It is the Liquid Glow in the shade Perla. I'm just going to add this to the high points of my face. We're not done yet. I'm also going to go in with this De-Bronzy Sunshine Drops from Drunk Elephant. This is a really pretty bronzy serum. Deepens up and bronzes the skin a little bit, and I love it underneath my makeup because it just gives you that extra sun-kissed glow. And I'm also just going to rub this in with my fingers, give it the most natural effect. Okay, now for foundation. Just to keep up with the hydrated, glowy skin look, I'm going to go in with a dewy foundation. This one's from THBD. It is the Hydrating Longwear Foundation. I have the shade 260. And I'm just going to apply it with a stippling brush. This one's from Smashbox. I just love the way this foundation looks on the skin. So typically models have a nice sculpted look to their face. So I'm going to go in with some concealer, but I'm using a darker shade so I can contour with it. This is my favorite one right now. It's the CoverGirl Undercover Concealer, and this one is in the shade T300. So I'm just going to contour with this. I'm going to put it into the hollows of my cheeks, and then kind of chisel out my jawline, and then a little bit on the temples. I'm gonna contour my nose, but I'm gonna use a powder for that. And I'm just using the same stippling brush to blend this into my skin. For the cheeks, I push the product up onto my cheeks, and then on my jawline, I push it down onto my neck. That way it looks the most natural and it doesn't end up looking muddy. I'm going to stick to using a dewy concealer as well. I'm going to use the Fit Me concealer. This one is in the shade 10. But just to lighten up my under eyes and make them a little bit brighter, I'm going to go in with this L'Oreal concealer. It's too light for me to put all over my face, but I'm going to use a little bit underneath the eyes. This one is in the shade Porcelain. I accidentally got like the lightest shade they had. I don't know why I did that, but I do like the concealer, so a little bit right here to make sure my under eyes are nice and bright. And then the rest of the concealer I'll use is the Maybelline Fit Me. I'm going to use a lightweight powder, and if you've been watching my videos, I bet you can guess what one I'm going to use. It is the Becca Hydra Mist Setting Powder. I'm really almost out of it now. It's so good. I love it. Make sure I get out all the creases. And then I'm just going to set everywhere I put the concealer using this powder. Just to make sure I'm really nice and contoured, I'm actually going to go in with some powder contour now, just to be extra. And I am going to use the shade Java in my Anastasia contour kit, and I'm going to use it with my NARS Heat brush. This brush is the best if you really want to sculpt out your face. With the cream, you can't really be as precise with it, but it does give your skin that glow, and that melts in with the rest of the face products. As long as you don't use too much powder, I don't think it looks that overbearing. For the nose, I use this ratty old crease brush, but it's the best one for me, so I use it. I just mix Hoola and Hoola Light, and then I take it down the sides of my nose, underneath, and then I do a little circle right here. And it makes it look more like a little pet nose, which I don't have. So I have on so many face products already, I'm just going to go in with a lighter bronzer. This one is the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. And I'm just going to add a little bit to the rest of my face. So I'm clearly going for more of the bronzier, peachy look. So this is what I'm kind of going off of for the face right here. I'm going to go in with kind of a peachy blush. I'm going to use the Anastasia Peachy Love Blush Trio and just kind of mix these two. In that specific picture, it looked like she was wearing a lot of blush, so I'll just kind of pack it on. Okay, now I'm going to clean up my contour line, make it nice and chiseled. I'm going to go in with the same powder and just clean up the edges, make it nice and sharp. To finish off the face, I'm going to go in with my highlighter now. And I know I use this highlighter a lot, but it really goes with basically anything, especially this look. So this is the Balms Mary Luminizer. It's just the perfect shade. So I'm not going to add too much, but just enough for it to pop. So definitely right here on my cheekbones, and then the nose. Okay, I'm just going to wipe off this powder and then move on to the eyes next. So with kind of the classic model look that I noticed, it's all kind of the same eyeshadow, just varies in colors. I'm going to go with the more bronzy one, again, mainly going off of this photo. And it's kind of very lightly smoky and kind of sultry. Similar to this one as well. This one's just more on the pink side. And just basically all the makeup looks I see are very, very similar to that kind of eye look. I'm going to use my Carly Bible palette because I'm obsessed with it. I'm going to go in with a smaller crease brush than I normally use because the eyeshadow doesn't look like it's dragged up too far. So I'm going to kind of keep it down lower into the crease. So I'm going to grab the shade called Chai first. That will be my transition shade. Just picking up a small amount. I'm going to start working it low into my crease here. Now taking the shade called Bowie right here, the darker brown in the palette on a little smudge brush. I'm going to take it right here on my upper lash line, just like how she has, and then just smudge it out. Also taking that same shade on my lower lash line. Same shade again on a denser, smaller crease brush. I'm just going to deepen up the outer corner of my eye here and kind of connect where I put the dark brown shade on my upper lash line to my outer corner, but just keeping it pretty low, and I'm keeping an open space on my lid. I'm not blending it onto my lid. It's creating kind of a half circle here. Grabbing a black eyeliner. This one is just from Wonder 2. It is their Super Stay Liner. I'm going to smudge some of this right on top of where I put the brown shade on my upper lash line. And I'll just grab the same smudge brush and smudge it right over top of that shade. My lower waterline, I'm grabbing another Super Stay Liner from Wonder 2. I'm not sure what shade this one is, but I will leave it down below. It is one of the brown kind of glittery ones. So I'm just popping this into my lower waterline. No lashes for this look. I'm going to go in with just some mascara. This is the ColourPop BFF mascara. And I'm going to focus it on the ends of my lashes mostly, and my bottom lashes too. Not too sure what I'm going to do for the lips yet. I have some options. I might either go in with Whirl or Strip Down from MAC. I can't decide. Okay, I'm thinking maybe Strip Down from MAC for my lip liner. We'll start with that. As I'm outlining them, I'm kind of blending it onto my lips as well. Just for the center of my lips, I'm going to pop on a little bit of CoverGirl lipstick in the shade Streaker. But I'm just going to lightly pat it on because this is more of a pink undertone. I just want a little bit of color in the center of the lips. Okay guys, well that is it for the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I had so much fun filming this, and I really like how the look turned out. So let me know if you want to see more videos like this. Maybe I can do a more pinky one next. So please don't forget to subscribe for a lead, like this video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!